WSYR TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
Good morning. You found us. This is the 7 a.m. on WSYR Plus. Thank you so much for joining us. You got Ryan, Rachel, and Carson.
Hello there.
Yeah, Carson's in for Kate this morning. We are in storm team alert. It was slowly making our way here, and now we are definitely seeing the low visibility and the flakes are falling in this area.
Yeah, for sure. Some slick spots on the roads developing too, with temperatures now falling a little below freezing as well. So a lot of hazards at play for sure this morning out on the roads. You see the picture here. Downtown Syracuse using our tower cam. Also our friends out to the west in Buffalo dealing with some icy, dicey travel conditions this morning as well. We'll take you from those pictures over to CATV, Skynet 9 camera, the view from the zoo looking toward the Syracuse skyline, which ordinarily is a beautiful picture. Not so much. Can't see too much out there right now with that snow falling kind of moderately here in terms of the intensity in Syracuse, down to 1.75 miles of visibility at the airport, down to 1 mile of visibility in Fulton, reduced visibility across most of central New York at this hour. So again, as you take a look at the radar picture, light to moderate snow continues. Take it slow, please, on the way into work, school, wherever you have to head out to early this morning. Definitely give yourself a few extra minutes to reach your destination. Here in Syracuse and for many spots across the lower terrain, by the midday in the afternoon, we actually start to transition out of the snow showers over to some rain, with temperatures climbing well up into the 30s to potentially around 40 degrees. Yes, close to 40 this afternoon. Feeling like the 20s, though, with that gusty breeze continuing. That temperature in the upper 30s to near 40 here in Syracuse points west toward the Finger Lakes, cutting down on those snow totals, but where the snow persists the longest. South of Syracuse, the higher terrain, 4 to 6 inches today by 7 p.m. 6 to 8+ inches of new snow today up toward the Tug Hill Plateau down through northern Oneida County. And guess what? There's more snow on the way, including here in Syracuse. You can see some significant lake snow accumulations later tonight and tomorrow. More on that coming up in just a bit.
Thank you, Carson. The state DEC launching the Don't Be Salty New York campaign so people can save money, reduce rock salt pollution, and stay safe. So before you use your salt, you should clear any snow and ice first. If you decide you still need to use it sparingly. Make sure to listen to the News Channel 9 forecast. If temperatures dip below 15 degrees, the rock salt will not be as effective. And stay ahead of the weather anytime with the Storm Team app. Just take out your phone right now, scan that QR code. You can also find the app in the App Store and on Google Play.
We're following breaking news out of Cayuga County. 2 fires overnight. Let's start with the latest on that house fire in Troop. This is on Sherman Road. 6 departments rushing to the scene. 911 says no one was hurt. As you can see from our video, though, lots of damage to the attic and roof of the house. A lot of smoke pouring out the back of the house as well.
6 fire departments also needed to put out a barn fire in the same county, this time in the town of Sterling. A stretch of State Route 104 is back open this morning. That scene was quiet by the time our photographer got there, but Cayuga County dispatchers say the call went out just before midnight and that no injuries had been reported. We will keep you updated on both of these fires as we continue to learn more this morning.
From Cayuga to Oneida to Onondaga County, fires taking a toll on families in central New York and taking the life of one in Rome.
We'll start in the Copper City, where people in Rome are picking up the pieces this morning after their apartment complex was scorched by flames. News
Channel 9's Ali Elkins walks us through the deadly fire that left one man dead in Rome.
I've got one victim in the snow in the rear here with burns.
The calls to 911 say it all, and the fury of flames show it all. A deadly fire hitting at a dangerous hour in Rome, when people in this apartment building were still asleep.
Target for the Rome still okay. It's just amazing. I know that everyone is out of the building at this time. God is trying to wake people up.
One man didn't make it. The woman who barely did, with burns, is being treated at Upstate Hospital. Not even 12 hours later, the building demolished. Not much left behind. Maybe not even a cause.
There's nothing obvious. Everything's so burned. Probably what we're going to do is talking to the people here is where we're going to find out what area it started in.
That one death in Oneida County. On Monday night, flames tore through this home in Fleming. No one hurt here. Less than 24 hours later, just down the thruway, another early morning fire in Syracuse. Flames on the first floor, spreading to the second.
It took us about 40 minutes to get the fire under control.
Another fire happening here on Kirkville Road. Just before 5 o'clock, this is what the scene looked like behind me. Firefighters going in and out of the building, still smoke in the air.
One occupant home reporting a small fire in the kitchen started to spread.
4 fires in less than 2 days. Dozens without homes and searching for answers. In Syracuse, Allie Okins, News Channel 9.
Thank you, Allie. Let's turn now to a traffic alert out of Cicero. The roads might be icy this morning, but we do have some good news for drivers.
Yeah, the state DOT says the South Bay Road Bridge that goes over 81 is open in both directions. There is one north and one southbound lane open for the winter season. The southbound lane had been closed since last February. Next spring, the bridge will be back to a single southbound lane so crews can finish the work there. Around 12,000 cars use that bridge every day, so people are going to be very happy in that area to see it back open this morning.
We'll have to see if the slick roads caused this crash in Cortland County. This photo sent to our newsroom overnight. You can see a car on its side in a ditch. Deputies getting the call just before 1 this morning. The driver losing control right near the intersection of Route 41 and 41A in the town of Homer. He was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
Covering crime now, a Fayetteville man waking up behind bars this morning charged with rape. He's accused of having sexual contact with a child under the age of 15. State police out of Homer arresting 22-year-old Logan Bolivar this past Friday following an investigation that began last month. Bolivar was taken to the Cortland County Jail for arraignment. Troopers are concerned there could be more victims. Anyone with information on this case should call state police. You can see that number right there on your screen.
New information out of DeWitt after a fight and stabbing at a Chipotle. Police say they were sent to the fast food spot on Erie Boulevard East just after 10:30 Monday night. When they got there, officers learned the victim had already been taken to the hospital. The man later telling police that a fight broke out between him and a man he knew while waiting in line. The suspect accused of stabbing the man in the back and driving away in a black SUV. If you have any information that could help police, you are asked to give them a call. That number on the bottom of your screen right now.
To a health alert now as flu numbers continue a fast rise.
Across the state, cases up 80%, over 200 cases here in Onondaga County as of the end of November, which is the most recent data available. The county health commissioner says vaccination rates are about 25 to 30% here, with a target of 70% vaccination.
The vaccine protects well, even if it's not a perfect match in the southern hemisphere. So last summer was their flu season. It's still protected. About 30 to 50% of hospitalized cases were prevented with the flu vaccine. So we still strongly urge anyone who's not yet gotten their flu vaccine to get it now.
And she says by getting it now, you will be protected in time for the holidays because it takes about 2 weeks for it to be effective.
People hoping they catch a case of becoming a millionaire. The Powerball jackpot surging to $930 million for tonight's drawing after no winning tickets for Monday night's drawing. The estimated jackpot was $875 million, which would be the 7th largest prize in the game's history. Now, according to Powerball, the estimated cash value of the new jackpot, 429 minutes. We're only 15 hours, 50 minutes, and 22 seconds away from the drawing.
429 million.
What'd I say?
Minutes.
Oh, millions. Sorry, I had minutes on the brain. Yes, you'll win millions, not minutes.
Minutes of time with Ryan Dean.
I'm sure life would just stop.
That's true. There you go.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, so we are a month removed from Election Day, but this morning, after all the votes have been officially counted and certified by the state, we have some fun news here.
Yeah, some of you here in Onondaga County had some fun when it comes to putting the names you wrote down on the ballot. The season may be over for Fran Brown, but the SU football coach was in the running at least with one vote each for County Ledge, Syracuse Common Council, Onondaga Town Clerk, Highway Superintendent, and the receiver of taxes. Jim Boeheim could only muster one vote for County Ledge. Better luck next time there, Coach. And Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, Cher, Madonna, Donovan McNabb, and Carmelo Anthony all getting votes for various positions throughout Onondaga County.
Derek Jeter coming in there. And then I think we got some fun comedians we're going to see here in a second.
David Muir, by the way, I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that one.
He's grew up in this area.
Oh, Marge Simpson, Lisa Simpson, that's fun. Oh, Jerry Seinfeld.
Judge Judy. Now, she would be tough at those public hearings.
Oh, yeah, she would.
You know what I mean? You come in there and talk about, adding an awning to your restaurant.
yeah.
Well, Judge Judy shut that down fast.
Very quickly, yeah. And you'd be like, Taylor, I need my taxes done. Get on it.
Could you imagine? Well, anyway, keep up the fun. We appreciate the laugh this morning. Hey, when we come back, Carson's going to have a full check of that forecast for you.
And the Your Stories team taking us to the iconic Sweetheart Corner in North Syracuse to see if a burned out diner will ever fire up its grill again.
You're watching the Morning News with Ryan Dean, Rachel Polanski, and Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast. News Channel 9, the local station. This is a Storm Team Alert, certified as Central New York's most accurate.
Coming up on 7:13, good Wednesday morning to you, Central New York. A snowy, cold, blustery start to this day all across the region. Live look outside here using our CAMV Skynet 9 camera over in Beeville, Route 31. You can see the snow coming down a little slick and slushly along 31 right now. And that's going to continue to be the case across a lot of our roadways as we head through the next few hours. Not only some slick spots on the roads, but also greatly reduced visibility because of the combination of that new falling snow, some moderate bursts of snow at times, and those at times gusty winds as well. Reduced visibility just about all across the board. Look at that, down to a mile in Fulton, close to 2-mile visibility at the airport in Syracuse. And you see why. That snow has spread in across Central New York this morning. Even some moderate bursts of snow up towards central Oswego County. Parrish, for example, travel likely pretty difficult there right now, including west of Syracuse too, out toward Brutus, Auburn, up to Lysander, as well as toward Lafayette and Tully, about to get down on some heavy snow. Cortland seeing some of that right now too, and also some moderate bursts of snow rolling through portions of Central New York, just east of Sherburne, Earlville, and Norwich at this hour. So we'll continue to find snow across the area this morning. Then as we head into the afternoon, temperatures start to climb up into the mid to upper 30s, potentially close to 40 in a few spots, like here in Syracuse, not toward the Finger Lakes. That is going to allow that transition from snow over to rain to take place for many. While that happens, though, snow expected to continue across those higher terrain zones that do indeed stay closer to the freezing mark heading through this afternoon. Even though temperatures come above freezing in Syracuse, it's not going to feel like it. Feeling more like the 20s, as a matter of fact. Those are the wind chill values you have to dress for today, given those gusty winds at times 20 to 30 miles per hour. So here we go on Timecast. Here we are at 7 a.m. Widespread light to occasionally moderate snow continues, and that precipitation stays mainly, if not totally, snow here across most of Central New York heading through this morning. By lunchtime, west of Syracuse, south shore of Lake Ontario, down through the Finger Lakes, we start to find that snow transition over to some rain, and eventually that transition takes place here in Syracuse proper as well, while snow continues for the higher terrain south and the Tug Hill Plateau. Eventually, we go back over to kind of a rain-snow mix in Syracuse early this evening before transitioning to all scattered snow showers as coverage greatly diminishes, though, heading through later on this evening. Then some lake effect snow firing up later tonight and into the day on Thursday as well. What do we think in terms of new snowfall? This map takes us through 7 p.m. this Wednesday evening near and west of Syracuse. Most, if not all, of this falling this morning, coating to an inch or two before the transition again to rain, remember, will take place for this afternoon. Where the snow hangs on the longest, the hills south of Syracuse, 4 to as much as 6 inches there, 6 to 8+ inches possible Tug Hill Plateau down through northern Oneida County and back out into parts of the Adirondacks too. Let's go back to the timecast. Pick things up where we last left off at 7 o'clock first thing tomorrow morning. Lake effect snow kind of disorganized, a few scattered snow showers. It looks like first thing tomorrow morning, but then it looks like that lake snow gains a little bit more organization and maybe could see some heavier bursts of snow at times heading through the middle of the day tomorrow. Lake effect snow going to be a feature of the forecast, especially southeast of Lake Ontario in and around the greater Syracuse area, heading even into tomorrow evening. And the most persistent lake effect, including in Syracuse during the day tomorrow. This is Thursday's snowfall map. Could find 6 to as much as 12 inches of new accumulation with some additional snow showers likely on Friday.
Now, here is Ryan Dean with the Your Stories Q&A.
A new diner that quickly closed after a fire that left many of us asking, wait, what happened? Is the subject of today's Q&A. Ellen writes, is Candy's Diner near Sweetheart Corner going to reopen? You may not know the name, but you know the building. This is the former Clam Bar on Route 11. This spot made headlines over the summer. Candy's Diner opened in late July, but just a few weeks later, a head-scratching fire. Spontaneous combustion started the flames. Kitchen rags that had cooking oil on them caught fire after they were washed, dried, and put away in a container. It was a heartbreaking setback for the owner, who was excited to bring good eats to this iconic intersection. To answer Ellen's question, the diner does plan to reopen, but he has to gut the building first and do a complete remodel. He doesn't know when he'll be able to welcome back customers, perhaps next summer, but it all depends on how quickly they can get the work done. Of course, we will keep you posted. Do you have a question for the Your Stories team? Email us, yourstories@localsyr.com. With the Your Stories Q&A, Ryan Dean, News Channel 9.
This is a Storm Team Alert, certified as Central New York's most accurate.
Coming up on 7:20 early this Wednesday morning, it is a snowy start across central New York. Take it slow, some slick spots, some reduced visibility as well as some light to occasionally moderate bursts of snow roll across our area. Here in Syracuse and across the lower terrain, we're actually going to transition out of snow over to some plain rain midday through this afternoon, cutting down on snowfall totals here. However, 4 to 6 inches of snow possible for the hills south of Syracuse, 6 to 8 or higher totals possible up toward the Tug Hill Plateau by early this Wednesday evening.
Here is your news on the go this morning. President Trump confronting the #1 concern for many of us, the rising cost of living. At a campaign-style rally in Pennsylvania, the president focusing on the economy, quick to blame the Biden administration for high prices, even though he has now been in office for almost a year. The latest Reuters Ipsos poll shows 56% of voters disapprove of how the president is handling the cost of living, with just 31% approving.
One person is dead and another in critical condition after a shooting on the campus of Kentucky State University. Police getting the 911 call yesterday afternoon. The suspect is in custody. Police say he's not a student. Right now, a motive for the deadly shooting hasn't been released.
New details about a dramatic plane crash on I-95 in central Florida. A small plane apparently losing power in both engines, making an emergency landing and crashing on top of a car. The 57-year-old woman in that car only had minor injuries. The pilot and passenger on that plane were also not hurt.
Stay with this video. That is incredible video.
And no injuries.
Yeah, it landed like right on top of that car.
I know, and so the woman, they interviewed her on the scene.
Yeah.
And yeah, no injuries there. Just her Camry was completely crushed, as you can imagine. But yes, she just came out of the car.
You know, we have been fortunate with the evolution of dash cam to see some of these dramatic landings. And it happens more than you think with these small planes actually having to land like in a highway or on a highway or somewhere on a road.
Yeah, it's wild.
And in really stressful positions, and they do it well.
Yeah, miraculous.
Wow.
All right, coming up after the break, a Cortland County crash. We'll show you a car on its side in a ditch. We'll have all the details after the break.
Plus, a massive fire in Rome leaves one person dead, a woman fighting for her life, and destruction so intense crews say they may never learn what sparked it. We'll have more after the break.
This is the Morning News.
A very good morning to you. It is 7:25. Ryan and Rachel here with you on this snowy Wednesday.
Widespread snow across central New York this morning, transitioning to rain for some this afternoon with highs in the upper 30s. Carson Metcalf has that forecast in just a moment, but first, here are your headlines.
It has been a fire frenzy this week across central New York. Let's start with that big apartment fire in Rome yesterday. One person was killed, another was taken here to Upstate Hospital. The fire was at the Countryside Apartments. 20 people lived in that building. The fire chief tells us there's so much damage, an exact cause may never be determined.
We'll have to see if slick roads caused this crash here in Cortland County. You can see a car on its side in a ditch. Deputies getting the call just before 1 this morning. The driver losing control right near the intersection of routes 41 and 41A in the town of Homer. He was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
All right, let's throw things over to Carson.
All right, Ryan and Rachel, thanks very much. Live look outside for you right now using our tower cam over a snowy downtown Syracuse. Visibility is reduced. We got some slick spots on the roads this morning. Take it slow on your way into work and school. Current temperature 29 degrees at the airport. Southeast breeze at just 11 miles per hour, making it feel about 10 degrees colder. I think wind chills largely going to stay in the 20s for today, despite those temperatures climbing into the mid to upper 30s. We do have that widespread light to occasionally moderate snow continuing across central New York for now, but at lower elevations like here in Syracuse, we'll transition over to some plain old rain showers as we head through later on this afternoon, cutting down snow totals for places like Syracuse out toward the Finger Lakes up to the south shore of Lake Ontario as well. Where that snow persists the longest, the higher terrain south of Syracuse, 4 to 6 inches of new accumulation today, 6 to 8+ inches of new snowfall today through 7 p.m. on the Tug Hill Plateau.
Well, it is time to check in with our favorite News Channel 9 elf, our 4th team member. Instead of Waldo, we're asking, where's Woody?
Woody Price taking a nap today.
There he is.
Yep.
Keeping a close eye
On those people in Bridge Street. You got to watch them. I'm telling you.
Like that penguin over there.
Got a friend, a penguin today. You know, but Woody's going to love this weather we're experiencing right now.
He brought it for us.
This is very North Polish.
Yeah, he brought it right with him.
Yeah, let's take a peek outside. Here is a live look on the Thruway. This is our photographer, Anthony Vecchio, making his way from Weedsport, heading towards Syracuse. So it looks like you can see the pavement there. So that's good news.
Yeah.
But we have seen a number of accidents start to pop up here, Carson. So it's getting a little bit dicey out there.
For sure. Slick and slow in spots, not only because of the actual road conditions, but we've also got reduced visibility as well. So we've got some snow continuing as we head through today. Not stacking out much more than an inch or two here in Syracuse and points west as we transition to rain this afternoon. Higher totals for the higher elevations.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here at noon.
Download the WSYR Plus app on your TV to stream News Channel 9 for free. Just go to your smart TV, search WSYR Plus in the App Store, and download to start streaming today.